All right, here we are, y'all. We are talking today about the 10 commandments of weight loss and body fat reduction. If you are tired of stepping on that scale and not seeing the changes that you expect or that you want, I'm here today and I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to teach you how to make changes in your life without fad diets like Keto and Paleo and Atkins and all that stuff. All right. I'm going to talk to you today about the thing that has worked here at GTS with hundreds and hundreds of clients. It's about real food and it's about changing your habits, right? And here we're going to dive right into this bad boy, all right? So the 10 commandments of weight loss. And you may hear a whole bunch of yelling and screaming in the studio, and I'm a little bit extra jacked up today, and the reason is it's test day here at GTS. We're doing these 3-minute assessments, and the energy in this place has been nuts. I'm talking about through the roof energy, people breaking barriers and reaching goals and reaching things that they never thought was possible. Holding 7-minute planks and doing pull-ups, and man, it's awesome. So if you hear yelling and screaming behind me, that's why. All right, so we're going to dive right into this bad boy. I will tell you all this. I'm going to be giving away today. I'm actually going to give away a free training session with me. All right, that's a 45-minute session. That's a $95 value. So if you say, you know what, Jeremy, I need that session, it can either be a designed workout or we can sit and break down this nutritional stuff that I'm going to talk about. So if you're watching and you're like, Jeremy, I need that, I need you to tell me why. Jeremy, I need that session. I need help in design a workout for when I'm traveling, or I really need help with some mindset, some nutritional coaching. All right, so that's what I'm giving away today. So make sure that you tell me why you want to do that, right? When you hear me say it, I'm going to say it a whole bunch. Make sure you comment. All right, so number 1, 10 commandments of weight loss. Number 1, y'all ready? I'm ready. All right, number 1 is we got to create a calorie deficit. All right, so I know right now a lot of people that are tracking their foods are using the apps on your phone, and those are great. They're super convenient, and that's important, right? As busy as our lives are, they have to fit into your schedule. But we have to create a deficit of 3,500 calories to lose a pound. All right, now you have to do that the right way. It does not mean that you can just starve yourself. Yes, you will lose weight, but it will not last. If you try to slash calories and create the deficit that way, it will not work. So what we're looking to do is to create a deficit by a little bit less intake food and a little bit more output. All right, so depending on where you're at, you may be doing lots of output. So maybe it's just about reducing a little bit of intake. All right, what's going in here? Number 2, keeping a food journal. I'm telling you all right now, this is the most powerful thing that I have ever used. Anytime someone's like, you know what, I'm stuck, I'm struggling, I don't know what's going on, why I can't lose weight, every time it's food journal. Write down what you eat. All right, so that's that app I'm talking about. I'm old school, I'm pen and paper, so I actually like to write my stuff down. That brings awareness. If you have a coach, even better. Right, so that's one of the things we do here at GTS. We will actually look at food journals, and I promise you, it is crazy powerful. I hear it all the time. People say, you know what, I do pretty good. All right, well, great. Just write it down. Let me look at it. Right, and without fail, almost everyone is like, oh, I didn't realize. I didn't know I was even doing that, or that I was eating that many carbs or that much fat or whatever it is. So step number 1, create a deficit. Step number 2, keep a food journal. It doesn't mean forever. But it does mean when you get stuck or maybe you've hit a plateau, food journal, right? It's awareness, and it is a powerful thing. Number 3, and remember, if you want that private session with me, all right, 45-minute one-on-one session, make sure you're telling me why. Jeremy, this is why I need or I want that private session. Number 3, balancing carbs and protein. This is actually kind of the premise of what we've built everything on here at GTS. So it's not about fad dieting. It's about balance. All right, and so we're talking specifically carbs and protein. And what I mean by that is, you know what, you can eat really, really healthy internally, all right? Like a salad, right? It's got all this amazing stuff on it, kale and spinach and peppers and all this amazing stuff. So it's healthy internally, right? But there's no protein. I see it all the time. Here's another example. Somebody said, you know what, well, I'm eating oatmeal for breakfast. Well, that's great, okay? But it's not got enough protein in it. Here's the balance that you're looking for. If you're eating a meal, no more than 30 carbs and at least 10 or 12 grams of protein, right? So you look at a bowl of oatmeal, it's probably going to be right around 30 carbs already, right? 6 to 7 grams of protein if it's the right kind of oatmeal. If you don't add some protein to it, the carbohydrates that are by themselves will end up, some of them will get stored as fat. So every time that you eat, you want to try to find a way to balance carbs and protein. Now, you can have more protein. You can have 30 grams of protein and 30 carbs. That's great. But if you're having 40 and 50 carbs at a time, your body can't process them. It's going to end up storing them as fat. So each time that you eat, look for ways to balance, right? Here's another example for you, right? Cottage cheese, right? That's great. It's got lots of protein. It's fairly low in fat, but it's got some fat. That's a good thing. Add some carbs to it, right? So put some blueberries in there, right? Same thing with Greek yogurt. But pay attention to what's happening. Is how many carbs are in it, how much protein is in it, all right? Again, awareness. But if you can start to balance carbs and protein, the pounds will start falling off, y'all. I mean falling off. Number 4, eat as soon as you wake up. There are actually studies that are showing right now, for every hour that you don't eat after you wake up, your metabolism, like your body's ability to burn calories, can actually drop 3 to 5%. So let's say you wake up and you don't eat for 3 or 4 or 5 hours. Think about what that's doing to your metabolism. So when you wake up, think of it like you're trying to wake up your metabolism, right? Don't you want to fire up your metabolism? I hope so, because that's the name of the game. If your metabolism is higher, it means your body is burning through things at a higher rate. Gives you more of a cushion to have a little bit of a cheat day, maybe not be so perfect. We want high metabolism. Y'all hear that in the background? Somebody must be doing pull-ups right now. People are getting fired up and jacked up here at GTS. All right, number 5. Eat carbs and fat like throughout the day, but we want more of them early in the morning, right? You don't want something real heavy in carbs late at night, because your body doesn't have a chance to burn it off. We want to try to get those carbohydrates earlier in the day. That's why things like oatmeal and fruit are really good for in the morning. In the evening, you actually want to try to target things like lean protein, vegetables. That's actually what you're looking for, right? So that's number 5. If you're going to have carbs and good fats, have them early in the day, all right? Number 6, make sure you have a recovery shake after every workout. Here's what's happening. Your body gets through with this awesome workout. And I hear it all the time. I don't want to put those calories back in my body. You got to stop thinking like that. You got to think about fueling your body, fueling your metabolism, not, I'm not going to put the calories back in. Right? So you did this workout. Your insulin levels are through the roof, right? Your body's looking to turn something into glucose. It wants to turn something into energy. Okay, so if you don't give your body a combination of carbs and protein within 30, 45 minutes, there's differing opinions, but as soon as possible after your workout, your body can actually start turning muscle into energy. So all that hard work that you did can be wasted. So that hard workout, right? You make these little tiny tears in your muscle cells. You've got to refuel. You got to replenish. So the protein is helping repair. The carbohydrates are the transport. They're going to get the protein there in the right amount of time. So please, when you finish your workouts, as soon as possible, try to get a combination of carbs and protein. I actually think the best combination is a shake. It's easy. You kind of get to look forward to it, but make sure it's got that combination of carbs and protein. All right, if you've got like a favorite post-workout shake, tell me what that is right now. I'd love to know what that is, all right? So I've got one that I make. May not be for everybody. It's got like 950 calories. If you have something, what that is, let me know. In addition, remember, if you want to win that free month, right, you got to comment, you got to like, you got to hit that you like this video, you got to share it with someone, you got to take some kind of action so that I know that you want that private one-on-one either coaching session or training session. If you want a really good workout, I'll do that for you as well. All right, so consumer recovery shake after every workout. Number 7, what number are we on? I lost track. Number 7, balancing cardio and strength. If you are looking to make a change on the scale, right, all those other things that I've been talking about, you've also got to make sure that you balance cardio and strength, right? We live in this amazing community, and man, people are so fit, and it's just amazing to be a part of. A lot of times, though, people are cardio junkies, and that's all that they're doing. Okay, now, cardio is going to burn a lot of calories. It's going to help you keep some weight off. But what I'm going to tell you is the moment you stop doing all that cardio, you are going to gain weight. As opposed to if you will do some strength training. It's going to help you build muscle. We'll talk about what that means a little bit later on, right, as we're finishing up. but you need to balance the two. In a perfect world, it's one day of full body strength, one day of cardio. Full body strength, cardio, full body strength, cardio. That would be a perfect week. Cardio is going to help your heart get strong. It's going to help you burn a lot of calories. But strength training, do not forget this. Strength training actually burns more calories over a 24-hour span than cardio does. All right, so cardio, you get done typically about an hour, up to 3 hours, but between an hour and 3 hours, your metabolism goes back to normal. That means how many calories you're burning per hour. Strength training, it actually still stays elevated for 24 hours. So you'll actually burn more. So if you're looking, a lot of people like to track how many calories they're burning. If you're looking at that, you might not see, oh man, I only burn like 250, 300 calories in my strength workout. Well, I can burn 600 doing cardio. I'm going to go do cardio. But remember what's happening after. Okay, especially if you do number 6 and you refuel and you put those good carbs and protein in your body right after the workout, you're going to burn even more. It's amazing. All right, number 8. Oh, baby. You ready for this? I need to take a little bit of spark on this one, right? So I'm having a little bit of spark. This is actually the one that I love the most right now. This is cherry spark. So if you drink spark, what's your favorite flavor? Oh, baby. Not that I need a little extra energy because, like I said, I'm jacked up off the energy that's been in this gym all day, man. I'm telling you, from the start of the 5 a.m. class until the one that's going on right now at 10 a.m., people are breaking through barriers and pushing themselves further than they ever thought possible. It's amazing. All right, back on point, number 8. If you fail to plan, you will plan to fail. And what I mean by that, when we're talking about exercise too, but let's really talk about nutrition. If you fail to plan, what I mean by that is every night, I want you to look at your next day and what is your schedule, all right? So I do it every single night. I think about what's coming up for me, all right? So some weeks are crazy. All right, so what I do is I pack foods that are a little bit more convenient. And I also ask myself, how long am I going to be gone today? All right, so like for example, a Monday, sometimes it's a 16-hour day. So I need to pack lots of food. And if my schedule is really, really busy, I know I'm not going to have time to sit down and really like warm up my food. And I try to pack things that I can grab on the go. So you need to start planning, because if you don't plan, you're going to plan to fail. All right, then you're going to end up, you didn't bring enough food and you end up going through the drive-through somewhere you shouldn't be. All right, so you've got to plan. Think ahead. What's coming for me tomorrow? All right, what's my day? What's my schedule look like? What kind of food should I pack and take with me? Be prepared. Same thing when you go on a trip. If you don't pack food on a trip, man, it is so hard to stay healthy. Holy cow. It's just hard. So plan. Otherwise, you're going to plan to fail. All right, number 9. Remember, if you're watching and you want that free private session with me, give me a comment, hit that like button, tell me you like this video, tell me, you know what, Jeremy, this is why I need that session, right? It's either a strength training session, we'll go through nutrition if we want to, we'll kind of help you figure out your intake, what that should look like, or if you just need a reset. I'll do that with you too. But tell me why you want that free private training session. It's 45 minutes. That's a $95 value. Now, my schedule's crazy, but I know also how powerful that one-on-one session can be. So make sure you give me that thumbs up. Share this video with somebody. That's how you have a chance to win. All right, number 9. Eat small, frequent meals. So I have always been a believer in, instead of like 2 or 3 really big meals, right, have smaller meals. And here's, I have always believed this. I've practiced it my whole life. Well, since I started getting into health and fitness, is, all right, here's what happens. Right after you eat, especially when it's a big meal, your insulin levels go real, real high. And the further away from it you get, hopefully you can see this on video, the further away from your meal, the lower your metabolism gets. Right, y'all see that? I'm going all the way off the page, all the way off the video camera, right? So smaller, frequent meals instead of like that big meal and then that huge spike and that drop in your metabolism. If we can eat small meals, right, every 2, 3, 4 hours, now we're keeping that metabolism balanced throughout the day, right? So eat smaller, more frequent meals. And yes, that includes snacks. Like if you eat an apple and a handful of almonds, count that as a meal, right? I know it's more of a snack, but that's going to help keep your metabolism firing so that we don't have those huge spikes, and it also will make an impact in your energy. Okay, so if you haven't eaten, I'll tell you what, like some days, my days get away from me. I'm going to be honest with you all. And it's crazy, right? I'm running from here to there and client to client, and I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been 5.5, 6 hours. My energy levels are not the same. Where if I keep fueling my body every 3 or 4 hours, my energy is more consistent. It's an amazing thing. Remember, if you want that free private training session, y'all, we're about to run out of time. I got one more point, and then I'm going to shut this thing down. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Tell me you know what, Jeremy, this is why I need that session. I need you to help me with a travel workout. I need you to help me with some mindset. I need you to help me with this nutritional stuff. But make sure you comment, give me a thumbs up. Tell me, Jeremy, this is why I need it. All right? And I will absolutely consider you for the prize. Last one. No protein means no muscle, which means slow metabolism. This is a big one for me. This has always been a big one for me. Guys, we got no problem getting protein in, right? We love it, right? We'll eat meat and cheese and lots of fat that has protein in it. Sometimes it's a little bit more challenging for ladies. Maybe you're vegan. You gotta find ways to get protein in your diet. I hope y'all are hearing me right now. You gotta find ways to get protein in your diet. And every time you eat, it's that minimum 10 to 12 grams of protein. If you can get more than that, awesome, get more than that. Like right after your workout, you should be shooting between 20 and 30, especially for ladies. Guys, you can probably have more. Your body can process up to about 50 grams of protein for guys per meal. Girls, it's up to about 30, even all the way up to 35, depending on how much muscle you're carrying. But here's what I want you all to think about. Everybody always talks about this, right? It's about the scale, right? What's on that scale? I want you to worry more about, what do you feel like? What do you look like? How do your clothes fit? And here's what starts to happen. If you can get enough protein, right, and you can start working on some of these 10 commandments that we're talking about, y'all, you can start turning a pound of fat into a pound of muscle. And guess what happens? I hope y'all are ready for this. This is huge. When you can turn a pound of fat into a pound of muscle, that's 1 pound. Now, I ain't saying it's easy to do that, but once you do it, you're going to burn an extra 50 calories every day. Let's just think for just a second. Let's say you turn 5 pounds of fat into 5 pounds of muscle. That's 250 extra calories every day, y'all. Every day. And you don't have to do anything different. You built that muscle. Then it's about holding it, maintaining that muscle. You don't necessarily have to keep building more and more and more, but you're going to have an extra 250 calories every single day that are going to burn because of it. And that's why I talked about cardio and strength. You got to balance them. You got to have strength training. It is so vital. It is so important for so many reasons. But this is the one we're talking about right now. It's to help you turn fat into muscle, which is going to help you burn more calories. It's going to help you lose weight. It's an amazing combination, y'all. So that is the 10 commandments. The 10 commandments that we have practiced here at GTS for 11 and a half years. I cannot believe it's been that long. That blows my mind right now. But if you want that free private session, 45 minutes, just me and you. Y'all, I don't do this very often. Sometimes I don't get 45 minutes with my wife, just one-on-one. So 45 minutes, I'll either design a workout for you, I'll take you through some of this nutritional stuff, and we'll really get strategic about your meal planning, or if you just need a reset. If you're like, Jeremy, I need a reset, man, give me that thumbs up, right? Share this video with somebody that you think it might make a difference in their life, right? I love doing these. I love getting the feedback. If you have questions, if any of these 10 commandments you didn't understand or you weren't sure of, please let me know. All right, I will personally go back in and review all of these, and then I'm going to have a drawing sometime tomorrow for anybody that likes this video, right? Give me that thumbs up. You share it with someone or any of the comments that I see coming through, and I would love to give someone that free private training session. Guys, remember, if you want that scale to move, it's about the 10 commandments. I hope you all, I hope that y'all gather something out of this. I hope that you will help me help you and help our community. So please share this with someone, tag someone that you think it might help, give me that thumbs up, and then tell me why you want that private training session. Guys, thank you all so much. I won't be here next Wednesday. I'm going to be headed out of town in the camper with the kids and Brandy, so it'll be 2 weeks from today. Thank you all so much.